Why does someone avoid talking to me? Why do I constantly experience the silent treatment? This is a question I often encounter in my work with clients and frequently receive from you on social media. How do I manage this? How do I find a way to be validated again? How do I get someone to talk to me again? Hey beautiful beings, welcome to my channel. My name is Maja and today I will answer this question and try to give you some simple and brief guidelines on how to approach these situations. Often relationships where we learn that we are not worthy enough and that someone does not respect us can be parent-child relationships, partner-partner also, or work colleagues, but it is most often the parent-child relationship. In relationships where a parent punishes their child through silent treatment or passive aggression, we come to a big question that often surfaces in adulthood when we need to build healthy relationships, understand why some relationships fail, and face ourselves also. In those moments, we usually find answers with a therapist about how we were treated in childhood. The patterns we learned to function by, how our parental figure, mother or father, communicated with us, and how they showed us how to resolve conflicts. We ask ourselves if that relationship was healing for us, if it was supportive, if we learned through that relationship that we are worthy, that we are enough, that we are not to blame for someone else's emotions, behavior, or disagreements. Did we have the courage to express our critical opinion, disagree with someone, and still maintain a healthy balance in the relationship where both sides accept each other's opinions without resorting to silent treatment or passive aggression? There are many examples I could give, but I won't list them all. You understand the type of relationship and how it manifests. If you have ever experienced silent treatment, you know what I'm talking about. In this episode, what I want to tell you is that you are not to blame. You are not responsible for finding a way to make up for what the other person lacks. If you disagreed with that person and their opinion, it doesn't mean you are less worthy, undeserving of love, or that everything you have done so far is invalidated. It just means it has nothing to do with you and has a lot to do with the other person. Of course, it is very difficult to break out of this vicious circle, especially if it is a parent-child relationship and we realize in adulthood that we often seek partners with behavior patterns similar to that parental figure. Through them, we try to heal our wounded part by thinking that through that relationship we can fix what couldn't be fixed during our childhood. We adopt new behaviors and beliefs about ourselves, thinking we are not worthy of love, attention, or maybe validation. We create scenarios and find ways to make the other person see us again, to suddenly broaden their perspective and start communicating with us again, to give us a sign that we have done something good, really good. What I must reveal to you is that such a relationship is unsuccessful. In such a partnership, we never find a solution and always encounter the same triggers we had in childhood. These triggers clearly tell us that we need to work with our therapist to better understand the wounds in us that remain unhealed, which we carry through life. It's like constantly scratching at those wounds, thinking that the other person is touching that painful part of us. The truth is, it has little to do with the other person and more to do with our awareness that we have fallen into a vicious cycle again, a toxic relationship where we need to work on our relationship with ourselves. We need to bring our wounded inner child to a position of understanding what caused those wounds and to accept, forgive, and of course integrate those experiences. To continue our lives choosing partners who see us as we are, because we have accepted that we are worthy and enough. You are not responsible for someone's silent treatment. I want you to remember that. You are not to blame if someone treated you that way in childhood. You are not there to fix that person or to find a way to stay in that relationship by offering something in return. No. Sometimes it is much healthier to end some relationships and build the most important one, which is the relationship with ourselves. Building a relationship based on trust, even through painful moments, because no one said it would be easy. Sometimes it's so painful to look at ourselves and confront our wounds, but it is so liberating. Trust me, it's necessary and it's okay to have support on that path. I believe we all need support on that journey because it leads us to personal freedom and clear boundaries so that we never again allow someone to, through such a treatment, wake and touch our inner wounded child, sending the message that we are not enough and not worthy of love. If you are in such a relationship, think about whether it brings you anything or keeps you in a cage. I want to tell you something more. Overcoming the silent treatment can be challenging, but there are several strategies you can use to address the situation and promote healthier communication. Understand the reason. Try to understand why the person is giving you the silent treatment. Reflect on recent interactions, for example, to identify any potential triggers or misunderstandings. Also, stay calm. Keep your emotions in check. Responding with anger or frustration can escalate the situation. Practice deep breathing or other relaxation techniques if needed. Also, gently approach the person and express your desire to talk. Use I statement if you don't want to sound accusatory. For example, I feel hurt when we don't communicate. Also, show empathy by acknowledging the other person's feelings. This can help them feel understood and may encourage them to open up. If you recognize that you have done something wrong, offer a sincere apology. Taking responsibility for your actions can help mend the relationship. And make it clear that the silent treatment is not an acceptable way to handle conflicts. Suggest healthier ways to deal with disagreements in the future. Give them space if they need it. Sometimes the person might need some time alone to process their emotions. Respect their need for space, but let them know you're ready to talk when they are. Seek mediation. If the silent treatment persists in the relationship, it is important to you consider seeking help from a mediator or therapist. A neutral third party can facilitate communication and help resolve underlying issues. Don't forget that. Take care of your emotional well-being during this time. Engage in activities that make you feel good and provide support for yourself. And also, if the silent treatment is a requiring issue and significantly impacts your well-being, consider whether the relationship is healthy for you or not. By using these strategies, you can work towards resolving the silent treatment and fostering more open and effective communication in your relationships. I look forward to your comments below this episode and thank you very much for your time. Take care of yourself.